Alright guys, I am in my Jeep. My wife is loaded up with all the kids in the other car. Nobody wanted to ride with Dad because Dad drives an old Jeep, and I guess they got riding in the minivan. So, alright, we're heading out on a fishing trip right now. We don't have internet service all the way to where we're going right at the moment, but I normally don't take my Jeep anywhere except for from here to work and back. So, since I took this weekend off, I already had time to film this week's Weight Loss update video. That went well. The experiment that I did for the week, that all went well. And we're going to go down to Bird Creek and do some salmon fishing. I had the wife print up a fishing license for me. We got that all squared away, and we're getting ready to get out of town and hopefully enjoy some nice weather on the fishing bank. Now, my wife does her own YouTube channel at Real Alaskan Fishing, and she will be recording some of this trip with her Insta360 camera. Cars out here. Holy moly. By the way, I drive a really small Jeep. It's got a little 4-cylinder motor in it, so it doesn't like get out of its own way. There we go. Now I can get into traffic at least. It also doesn't like driving on the highway. It's a disadvantage of owning a Jeep. They kind of like do their own thing. The Jeeps weren't meant to drive fast. Jeeps were meant for crawling. That's why I never understood why all these people complain about why their Jeeps handle like crap. You know, they bought the wrong vehicle if they want to drive on the roadways. Hey there, Don. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're heading out of town. We're going to Bird Creek to do some fishing today. Now, we could fish here in town, but it's the weekend. And it's incredibly crowded here in town on the fishing banks here. The fish have officially come in. My wife's got her limit a couple times. I believe she got 1 fish this morning. I think she got 2 fish yesterday and 3 the day before. So we're starting to get some fillets in the freezer, and that's some pretty good news. Get some speed up here and get the heat out of this thing. It's pretty dang sunny right now. It was really cloudy this morning. Wasn't exactly the best weather. But everybody is officially awake right now, and they're all heading to do something today because it's just a beautiful day here in Anchorage, Alaska. And the tourists are up here in full swing right now. I saw so many tourists when I was riding around town because I had to do some work-related type shopping today and that's why I took Saturday off. Normally I'd be working today, but I had to go shopping for new work boots, some new safety gear, gloves, also some preparation type stuff for the winter time. You know, hard hat, safety liner, keeps your ears warm. So now that good stuff. But yeah, so yeah, who else we got in there? Severity Goods. All right, Keith Amaretto. My dad's forcing me to watch. Okay, whatever that is. Okay. Hockey Grind saying hey there. Let's see, what part of the U.S. is that? We're in Anchorage. We're in Anchorage, Alaska, and I just decided to pop on here, do a quick live stream while we're heading out of town. We're heading south of town to a place called Bird Creek, and that's where we're going to go salmon fishing today in hopes of catching silver salmon. Because, yeah, I want some fish. And my wife's already done pretty good this year. I believe she's already up to 5 or 6 fish caught this year. Her and her family have always been extremely competitive when it comes to fishing. So it's like her against the rest of the family, it seems like. And it's kind of like football. They also bet on like football games and stuff like that, do the whole fantasy football type stuff. I'm not into football. I've never really been into sports. So I don't really get it. I used to like soccer and baseball when I was a kid, but yeah, really, not so much as an adult. But it's absolutely gorgeous today. I mean, it feels really, really hot in the car. I mean, I don't have air conditioning. And yeah, go figure. We live in Alaska and sometimes we need air conditioning. Now my work truck, my big truck that I drive at work, it has air conditioning. So that makes life super nice. Because I work with a lot of trash and shredded material, I can just, when I'm getting loaded up, I can just roll up the windows, turn up the AC, and forget about the outside elements, and just listen for instructions over the radio. I've been on the carnivore diet for 32 days. Amazing, Zigzag. How are you feeling? I mean, I'm loving it. I mean, I have a hard time thinking about actually going back, you know, because I might dabble with a couple off the rail type things once in a while, but man, I just keep coming right back to whatever I know that works. Lately, I've been eating like 6 eggs in a bowl with some hamburger meat slapped on top of it and just put some hot sauce on it. And that's been working really well. I've been losing weight eating that as well. And I only eat 1 meal a day. So I eat at dinner time, except for on the weekends. So Monday through Friday, it's strictly 1 meal a day. After I get out of work, that's when I eat. Oh yeah! Hey, Big Daddy. This would have been a really nice day to take the top off the Jeep. Head out of town. Me and the wife, we took the top off the Jeep about a week or two ago. And that was a lot of fun. That was the first time I ever took the top off of this Jeep here. It wasn't that hard. I didn't need the help of my son to lift it off. It took two of us to get it off, and I sat on the ground. And then the wife and I, we went for a trip up to Arctic Valley. Went all the way up to the top of the mountain. That was a very bumpy ride. And I think that weekend we were having the air show here in town. So today I went out and I bought some work boots. Those are extremely expensive. Holy cow. I think work boots right now, they're like 200 and I think these Danner work boots I have are about $250, maybe $300. I mean, I really wish I lived down in the lower 48. They're a whole lot cheaper down there. But it's kind of the price you pay for living in Alaska. Like in total today, I spent almost about $400 on work-related type gear, safety equipment, and high-vis type jacket and stuff like that. Guys, I don't ever hardly get out of town. I don't really take vacations. Most of my life has been focused around work. And when I'm not working, I'm usually in the process of trying to find more work. So I rarely get a chance to go out on stuff like this, fishing trips. And this kind of feels like a rush type fishing trip for me. I'm not exactly prepared to go fishing. I don't have rubber boots. I don't have fishing waders. So, and then I have to also watch, this is a tidal creek. So when the tide comes in, I got to pay attention to where I'm at because, I'm not dressed to be in the water. It can get all bad if I get really wet. So, who knows? This intersection all blotched up with frickin' barrels, pumpkins, stuff in my ways. Whee! roads up here in Anchorage have been going to crap. I mean, they're just we got potholes everywhere. The roads are rutted up from the studded tires from people driving in the wintertime, and then they drive their studded tires through part of the summer. It just destroys our roads. So we got potholes just everywhere, just random bumps. This whole stretch of road here has been just a catastrophe for about 2 years, maybe 3 years. It's just been getting worse and worse. But if you see people swerving up here, it's mainly because they're trying to avoid all the bumps and potholes and trying not to get flat tires driving around the city. Well, they got that all tore up over there. Turned that into a project. Nice. Yeah, this is all crap road here too. I'll be following this silver minivan all the way to where I'm going. That's my wife and kids in front of me. Wow. Money's cold. Really gotta fix the suspension on that minivan. It's bouncing real hard. It's also loaded down with a bunch of gear, a bunch of kids. Jesus is King. I can say amen to that. If it wasn't for the good Lord and following the good words of the Bible and trying to figure them out for the better, you know, I'd be struggling a whole lot more than I am right now. I was in a very bad place about a year and a half ago. What's going on? Nice day to go topless. It would be a nice day to go topless. You're right about that. Yeah, Jeeps that's the nice thing about Jeeps. I mean, when I had a Bronco, I took the top off of it, but it was weird. It didn't really look right with the top off the Bronco. It was nice driving it, but man, when it rained, it got all messy and it was a pain inside because it had cloth interior and the floors were carpeted. So it turned into a big wet, soggy sponge. But it was still fun nonetheless. Thank goodness. Ow, ow. Oh, ow. Ow. I don't know what it looks like down in the lower 48 with a lot of cars, but we have just a crap ton of cars up here and these lousy plastic bumpers that are just missing on the front of the car, the back of the car. I know in some states, like on the East Coast, you're not allowed to drive a car that looks like that. It has to have the factory bumper, plastic on the front. But here it's just like to get into one little fender bender and the car falls apart. Hey, we're coming up on a roundabout. Roundabouts in Alaska suck. They really do help a little bit with the traffic flow, which makes it kind of nice. Come on, dear. There you go. Bump it on through there. Surprisingly, these aren't too bad to drive around in the wintertime. They take a lot of time and care to clean up these roundabouts, so they're not too big of a mess. Getting on the Seward Highway, getting out of here. swerving back and forth. So if you see me swerving at all, it's just because of these stupid ruts. That and Jeeps don't like driving in a straight line. But anyhow, we're here, leaving Anchorage, Alaska. We're heading south to Bird Creek to go fishing. I got my video for the week already recorded. For anybody that's interested, that'll be up either tomorrow or Monday. I still got a little bit of work to do on it. But yeah, guys, this is what Alaska looks like right now. English. I got nothing against Spanish. I just hate it when I buy products. Like lately, I've been shopping did a little shopping at Walmart, and half of the products in our stores right now are all written in Spanish. So, I mean, even if you go to Napa Auto Parts, the majority of the auto parts are shipped up here, and they're all in Spanish. Fine if you know how to read it, but that doesn't work out too well when you're trying to figure out specific instructions, and all the instructions come in Spanish. So then you're looking on YouTube, like videos like this, just trying to figure out what the heck's going on while you're trying to install an ignition actuator, and the thing just fell apart and how to put it back together. That happened to me here with this Jeep a couple weeks ago. That was not fun. No, not a fun job. At some point heading south here, we're going to lose internet connection, probably when I get down further down on the Seward Highway. It turns into like a 2-lane road, and then we start moving around the cliffs and stuff like that, so we'll have connection for a little while, but at some point the feed will just cut out. That'll probably be the end of it until I get to where I'm going, and where I'm going we don't have any internet connection. My buddy Rufus in his dump truck. He's a guy right there. I work with him in the summertime. He looks like he's hauling gravel to a job right now. I wasn't doing a live stream. I'd probably be acting up on the telephone, seeing how he's doing. stopping the gun range. We just passed the gun range. Now right down here, we're almost at sea level right here. The ocean is right off over to the right-hand side. Part about traveling this road in this Jeep here is this Jeep is really comfortable at 55 miles an hour. It's an old TJ. It's about I think it was made in 2000. Well, this Jeep really enjoys 55 or 60 miles an hour, and that's it. I don't like going much faster. Up to 70 miles an hour, and it just feels like it wants to go anywhere, it wants to steer right and left at the same time. Connection here when the feed's just going to drop. But usually I lose my cell phone calls if I'm driving down through here not long after I start getting around some of these corners. Rock. These two cars in front of me, they were like in a big hurry to get around my wife. And my wife's pulling away from them up there, and they're holding me back now. When the lanes come together, there's like this big competition of dummies that just got to be in front of people. And then when they get up in front of them, they just slow down. And we're doing 50 mile an hour and a 55. They had no problem doing 70, 80 mile an hour to get up here to get in front of me. Just that annoying stuff we deal with up here. She's smiling. She's all good. She's getting in, tucking in behind me. She knows my Jeep's a lot slower, so it doesn't go nearly as fast as her van. I don't try to push it either. I am really surprised that the stream is still here. I had no idea it would stream around these corners. It's good to know, in case I want to do a live stream down here at some other time. Quiet in the chat. I guess there's only 4 of you here. That's okay. Appreciate you dropping in from the United Kingdom. Yeah, I'm Big John up here in Alaska. We're heading south. We're going to go fishing at Bird Creek. I'm really surprised that the stream is held on this long. Because usually when I get up around these corners, everything dies on me. I don't hardly have any self-service through here. But they might have turned up the signal for the summertime for all the tourists. That's a possibility too. Because they do have the ability to throttle up and down the cellular signals and or reception or whatever you want to call it. Wow, look at all these people out here. Wow. Technically, I am not a fisherman, but like I said, I took this weekend off so I could do some important work-related type shopping. I needed new work boots, safety vests, gloves. I needed some preparation type items for the winter time. I got them all here packed in the Jeep, ready to go to work on Monday. That way I'm all set to go for however long. We tend to work 6 days a week, and then on Sundays, a lot of the stores where I need to buy stuff, they're closed on a Sunday. And my wife fishes a lot, so I figured I'd go with her and take this opportunity to get out of town with her. Go get my feet muddy on the fishing bank. It's real muddy fishing up here, especially if you go to where the fish are at. Today we're just going to be using rods and reels. I never ever plan on catching a fish when I go out. I was a good fisherman on the East Coast. I also did a lot of fishing when I lived in Missouri. I used to love going fishing at night for catfish. I did do a little bit of noodling when I lived down in Missouri as well. That was interesting. Those fish are big. Blue cats. miss the hot temperatures down there. It was so freaking hot down in Missouri. Shout out? I'm not sure. I don't really have time to be reading what's going on there. Driving down the road, hoping everybody stays on their side of the road. Pushing against the wind. Maybe that's the problem here. This thing floored in fourth gear. I'm barely doing 55. There we go. We got around a corner. See the trees all blowing in the wind. Can't believe this stream has held on this long. I figured it would have died about 5 miles back. Guess we'll have to see if it sticks in there until I get to where I'm going. That'd be weird. goodness, I'm already here. I thought I had further to go. Whatever. Man, that didn't take long. 39 minutes since I started the live stream. Okay, I'm here at Bird Creek. Crazy. Stream lasted all the way to here. I'm gonna choose this spot right here. So we're supposed to be meeting family here, by the way. That's good enough. Well, welcome to Bird Creek, Alaska, guys. Weird. Okay, so we're here. Awesome. You guys can still hear me, right? I mean, give me a thumbs up or make a emoji or something. I don't know. I was not expecting the live stream to last all the way up to here at all. I need to grab my bag. It's got all my stuff in it. Get something to drink. Wow.
All right, girls, go ahead and get out. Stay out of the park.
Right on, Dawn. Hey, thank you for telling me to have a nice day. I appreciate that. Let's open the door.
I need your card. I forgot to tell you, my card doesn't work here anymore.
Your card doesn't work here anymore?
Yeah, my debit card. I need to get a new one.
Oh.
It's been giving me trouble at stores and stuff too.
Mm.
So thankfully, Timmy's worked last time. But since you're here, I'll ask you for yours, please.
I don't know how to do none of that stuff.
Yeah, I'll go take care of it.
Flop these doors open.
It's stupid because when you're in the process of doing it all, it asks you how many vehicles, and I've tried to enter 2, and then it says you can only pay for 1 at a time, and it's like, well, then why even ask me how many cars?
I don't know. Pay for parking sucks.
Yeah.
That's something we have to do here. When we go to these fishing holes, since we got to pay for parking in most places, the state's got to make their money.
You want to walk with me to go pay? I'm coming right back.
So my wife's going to head down. She's going to go do the... You can pay on your phone now, which is nice. Years ago, I used to like put $5 in an envelope, and then toss it in a box, and hope it got to the right people. But now we can do everything over the phone, which makes it pretty cool. Wow, gorgeous day out here. My kiddo's over there eating frickin' Doritos. He won't listen to me. He's one of those kids. He just eats junk food and thinks it's good for him. Nothing bad will ever happen to him because he's young. I used to think the same way, so I guess the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree now, does it? All right, guys, I'm going to kill the stream right here. We're going to get down there. We're going to do some fishing. Yeah, I'll let everybody know sometime throughout the week if we catch anything, or I might even just do a community post here on YouTube and let everybody know if we caught any fish and how many fish we caught, what kind of time we had. You know, I don't know. I might leave early if it gets really slow, really boring. That's why I brought my car, just in case. That way I can always bail out, head home, and work on other stuff. I think I'm getting closer to the point where I'm gonna be able to buy a big giant chunk of meat at Costco. They're about $100. I've been putting it off for a while now because there's a few things that I want to do. For one, I want to get a new cell phone for doing live streams like this. Something a little bit more capable of what I need it to do. Something else that I needed to do is back to school shopping is underway up here. So we just spent about $500 between 3 children, and we're not done. We're not done. We still need to buy more stuff, so probably another $100 per kid. So there's another $300, so about $800 for all 3 kids to get them back to school ready. And that's, you know, that's new clothes, new shoes, gym shoes, all that stuff. All the items, you know, books, pencils, paper, all the nonsense we got our supply the school with too. They always want like wipes and Kleenex and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just a pain in the butt nowadays. Okay, yeah, beautiful day, beautiful day. Let's get you out of the holder there. Show you around the parking lot a little bit. See if I can get you guys flipped around for whoever's here. We got 4 people here. So I'm at Bird Creek in Alaska. And this is kind of what it looks like right now. So we have to straight ahead there, all the way down there. We have to go down a path, and it takes us to the creek. So to where we need to go, I guess it's pretty close to a 1/4 mile to a 1/2 mile down around the curve. And then it takes us to a fishing creek. There is no cell service down there. The only time we've ever had my wife get cell service here is pretty much when she comes up here to the parking lot. That guy chilling out there in his vehicle. It's a beautiful day for this. I mean, I can't complain. So yeah, Bird Creek, Alaska, getting ready to go salmon fishing. Wish us luck. Hopefully the wife's a much better fisherman than me. She's got the whole salmon fishing thing down. She knows the tides. She knows how to find the fish. She knows where the fish like to hold up. So she's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to fishing up here. Between her dad, her sister, her brother, they've been quite the team when it comes to fishing, and they can go out and they can get a lot of fish all at once. Okay, guys, we're gonna cut it right here, and I hope to see you guys pretty soon. Like I said, my next video should be coming up either tomorrow or Monday, depending on how tomorrow goes, but most likely tomorrow. I got the majority of it done. I got a little bit of fine tuning. I got to work on the thumbnail, the title, and stuff like that, and then I'll have it uploaded and ready to watch. Then you can see what I did this week, and I actually lost some weight. I was pretty surprised because it wasn't a traditional week for me. It was a little bit different than what I normally do. So okay, my wife's back. You guys take care, and we will talk later.
Thank you.
What's that for?
Shit.